Hi guys, welcome to the Altona Civic Center. Come on in, come on in. So this is the Civic Center. At the other end of the building is the library. The police department works here. And my name's Friesen. I'm the mayor of the town of Altona. And in this part of the building is where we work. I'll show you where we do some of our stuff. So this is what's called the council chambers. It's kind of a fancy word for a meeting room. And some of the people that work here are called councillors. I'm the mayor, they're called councillors. And let me introduce you to some of them. We have Barb Schrader, Donna Rosling-Walters, Joel Pankowich. This is my chair, Al Friesen, Jordan Siemens, Glenn Robinson, Kurt Letkeman, and the youth council representative. She attends W.C. Miller Collegiate, and so that person changes, but they come every year as well. So this is where we do our work. What we do is we make sure that, we pay bills just like you do at home. We make sure that people pay their taxes. You can ask your mom and dad about taxes. But this is where we do our work. We decide things that for the town, like to make sure there are good playgrounds, that the streets are paved, that the toilets flush, all those things. That's kind of what we talk about down here. Now I know that you had some things that you wanted to know as well. So thank you for the questions. Now, as mentioned, the police department is right on the other side of the council meeting room. And so here are some of the questions. Let's see. From Caden. Caden asks, and I'll give these questions to the police chief. His name is Perry Batchelor. So, how fast are you allowed to go when you have a call? That's a very good question.
Well, Caden, we have what's called guaranteed safe arrival. So we want to make sure that we're not driving any faster than we absolutely have to. Police officers use lights and sirens when they're responding to an emergency. We generally don't go at enormous speeds because, like I say, we want to make sure we get there safely. So we're going to drive probably quicker than normal traffic, but we're not going to go at Mach speeds. We're going to make sure we arrive there. If we get into an accident on our way to a call, we're no good to anybody. So that's how that works. We will drive as quickly as we have to get there as quickly as we can, but in a safe manner.
Owen has one. This is what Owen says. What do you do all day? Well, I know sometimes they sit in cars, so we'll find out what they have to say about that.
Well, my job is mostly administration, so I'm responsible to make sure that the police service runs and has everything that it needs to operate effectively. We have officers that do an awful lot of good investigating. That's their job. And like I say, my job is mostly administration. Police officers in general do everything from checking on people's well-beings, traffic control, traffic enforcement, investigating crimes, attending to crime scenes, helping people wherever we can. So the neat thing about police work is, honestly, you don't know day to day when you come to work what your job will entail. It could be anything from dealing with local people that need help to dealing with stuff that really hasn't got a lot to do with our jurisdiction, but we help other police agencies. Or you could be investigating break-and enters, other crimes, working traffic. That's what really makes police work interesting.
And from Caleb, how big are your handcuffs? Caleb, I hope you didn't ever have handcuffs, but how big are your handcuffs? I like that.
Well, our handcuffs are kind of a one-size-fits-all, Caleb. So I'll just pull mine out here. I'll put my gloves aside. They expand from quite large, and the ratchet works, and they can get quite a bit smaller. So like we say, one size fits all, and all of our officers carry two sets in case they need bigger sets of handcuffs. So I guess how big are they? One size fits all, Caleb.
Now I know you're also going to talk to the people from the Altona firefighters, and the Chief Greg. So here are some questions for Chief Greg. This is a question from Caden. Is it heavy to wear all the equipment? It looks heavy, but we'll find out. Is it heavy to wear all the equipment? From Caden.
Hello, Caden. This is firefighter John, and he is wearing all his gear with an air pack. And yes, it is very heavy. It adds an additional 45 pounds to whatever he's wearing. So it gets heavy after a while. So now you know.
How do firefighters not get burned? Well, that's important. I know they have special uniforms, very special uniforms just for firefighters, but he'll explain it much better than me.
And Leah, you asked how firefighters don't get burnt? They don't get burnt by wearing all this equipment you see firefighter John with.
From Owen. How do you get on top of the fire engine so you can climb the ladder? Well, I do know that the town recently bought a ladder truck, so perhaps you get to see that as well.
Hello, Owen. You asked how firefighters get up to the top of the ladder? Well, firefighter John is going to show you exactly how we do it. As you can see by his knee, he's got a little foot rest there that he steps on, and then he starts climbing up. Everything's like little steps, so we can make it to the top. And there you go, firefighter John's up where the ladder is.
And here's one from Caleb. How long is a fire hose? How long is a fire hose, and how long is a fire truck? I know there are a number of trucks, I know they're pretty big.
You asked how long a fire hose is? Our normal length of fire hose, as you can see, is 50 feet long. And we carry 4 hoses in each little hose bed for firefighting. So that gives us 200 feet. But as you can see, the hose was 50 feet long and much longer than a fire truck. And your next question was how long is a fire truck? The fire trucks are between 24 and 26 feet long.
So thanks, Caleb, and all the others who asked questions. Oh, and I see there's one for me. Avery, thank you for the question for Mayor Friesen. Here we go. When will my playground open up at my school? That is a very good question. We do know that there's been signs and you can't play on the playgrounds because we wanted to keep people safe, but the rules are changing. And so as of next week, things will change and you'll get a chance to go back on the playground. There will be announcements on how you have to do it in a safe way, and we'll explain all of that. But the good news is, yes, the playgrounds will open very, very soon. So thanks everyone for the great questions. I hope you've had a good year in school. I know you haven't been in school a whole lot, but thanks for your questions. Thanks for coming to find out what we do here for the Altona firefighters, Altona Police Service, and here at Altona Town Council. Have a great summer.